Hello and welcome back to Valheim. So, I thought I'd do one more video. So I did my final thoughts last time, and this one I wanted to do a things I wish I knew after before I started playing. And this is with 108 hours in the game. Not that much compared to what I've seen, but yeah, I've got a few little, I got almost tips that are kind of useful. So the first tip is hoard everything. Hoard everything, like meat and mushrooms and fish and everything you can grab. You need to save it. Blueberries, I've been saving those forever because early game you're gonna get those things and you're gonna be like, oh, they're kind of useless, I'll just eat them. But then you can make queen's jam fairly early on as soon as you get the cauldron. Lots of other things, and then farming is important too, so just keep everything. You never know when you're gonna need it. When I was going through the Black Forest, there was all these, what are they called, thistles, I think. I don't even think I have any left. There's some left. Thistle. And I had just been picking it up. It's like a glowing plant. It's everywhere. I think I had like 4 stacks of it. And it is like one of the more important items for all of these meads you can make. So at least the healing, not the healing one, but the resistance ones. And the fire one's different, but it's useful. I needed a lot at the time, and I didn't have any, so after a while, and I had to go farm some more eventually. Let's see here. Another thing I needed was feathers to make arrows, and a lot of things I've seen because I started looking how to get feathers, and people are saying shoot the birds. And when I come out here and there's like no birds, right? And then you go around, you can chop down these what are these called? The beech trees, I think. The basic default tree you can chop down day one. You can chop these down, and there's a chance that you'll get yeah, these ones. There's a chance you'll get a feather, like right here. So I got resin and seeds, so it's a chance you might get feathers. I'm knocking down other trees, and that one looks like that one gave me seeds too. So yeah, let's go over here. Yeah, 2 seeds, so it's you're not gonna get that many. So the best place to find feathers that I found is go to these Black Forest dungeons, the sunken burial chambers, and inside the chests you'll find stacks of 10 to 20 feathers, and just go and clear all those chests out, and that is like the best way to get feathers. I did three of them, and I had like almost 100 feathers. So that saved me a lot of time just from chopping trees down. I filled up all these chests with wood at one point in time. That's all that's left. But I had farmed trees after tree over there, just cut them down, planted them again, over and over, and it was just a waste of time because I only got like 5 feathers total out of all the trees I did. My next tip would be ignore bronze armor. Let me see if I can even have I tried to save all the stuff that I made. Maybe it's over here. Nope. Not prepared for this one. I guess I lost it. I don't know where I put it. That's the iron. Is that bronze? I don't know why I have 2. Oh, I double made one. Yeah, I guess I lost it. Anyway, skip bronze armor. So for the first boss, all you need is leather armor, honestly. I beat him with leather armor and a spear and a shield. Always make the best shield you can make that lets you parry. His parry is really overpowered in the game. Leather armor will be fine for him. The second boss, the Elder, I would get troll armor. It's just as armor. It's the upgrade to leather. The bronze armor is going to slow you down, and this is a ranged fight. I might try to melee him one day, but I don't think he's a meleeable because of the amount of damage he does at that level without any kind of real way of healing. So I would say skip bronze armor, get the bronze shield, and maybe a weapon, but you're going to want a bow at that point. And you obviously the axe and the pickaxe, but skip the armor. It's not worth it. Just go straight to troll hide, and trolls are pretty easy to kill with a bow. With wooden arrows, I mean, less than a stack of arrows, you're going to kill it. Let's see, what else? Yeah, okay, this is another one. I don't have a hammer on me. I don't have anything on me. I guess, killing... I haven't played since I killed that one boss. So I made a raft, and at the point in time I made the raft, leather scraps were hard to get. And the raft is totally worthless. Don't even bother making it. Skip it. Go straight to the carve. It requires bronze, but you only need 8 bronze ingots to make the 80 nails. And the fine wood, you should have a bronze axe, and you can chop down birch trees at that point. So go straight to the carve. The carve will let you explore the world and find the next boss. Because you're gonna want to go. Once you get the carve, you want to rush to the swamp as soon as possible. That's why it's kind of why I say skip the bronze armor, because I wasted a lot of time, probably like 20 real-time hours farming all of the copper nodes and all this stuff over here that I didn't need to farm. 10 in copper. It was like I'd farm a cart. I was using these carts here. A cart of a tin, and then I'd go back, and then I'd get another cart of, I think it's copper, and then you combine the two in the workbench, or the forge it was, I can't remember, to make the bronze, which then lets you craft the next item. And I spent way too much time doing that. It was totally unnecessary. I could have kept the troll hide armor I had. I thought I still had it, but I guess I lost it. I had troll hide armor, and that could have easily lasted me until iron armor from the swamp. And there's a bird right there. And another thing I wasted a lot of time farming in the Black Forest was where are they? These things right here. So I farmed a bunch of these things. I don't even remember how many, but I farmed a lot of them. And to get them early on, you have to go to each of these little dungeons and pick them up off the pillars. I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I probably did, and there's more down here I did, and there's probably some I didn't even mark on the map. And I tried to get as many as I could, because that's how you make portals, right? You use those to make portals, and you need 5 of them for a kiln, and then 5 for a smelter. Had I known, I could have just went to the swamp and killed fire elementals, or whatever they're called, out there, that die in like 1 hit from most weapons. I would have saved a lot of time, because I was trying to get more portal materials, I was trying to get more smelting materials, I was farming copper. It was just a total waste of time that you could have skipped for the most part, and just go straight to the crypt once you kill the elder, or the swamp. So if you're having trouble with bosses, I recommend maxing out your upgrades. It gets expensive. I think the last upgrade on my sword was 30 black metal, and that was just like pretty bad. I think the Frostner was 40 for the last upgrade, silver that is. And the upgrades, like, I don't know, if you watch the other videos, like the armor this starts at 26 and goes to 32. I think this was the same, 26 to 32, and this starts out at 2 and goes to 4 just by upgrading it. And this, I'm wearing the merchant helmet that gives no no real benefit other than the light, because I like the light more than I like having 100 armor. Let's see here. So upgrading your gear will definitely improve you. And for the most part, you could ignore that until you get to bone mass, and then bone mass you're gonna wanna have full iron armor maxed out, which isn't too hard to get, honestly. You're gonna want to max out your bow for the elder. Kind of focus on that, because you're not gonna melee the elder, I don't think, at that level. It could be doable. I don't know, but I would use a bow and kite him around. For bone mass, you can melee him at the swamp level. And then, let's see what else. The mountains. So you conquer the swamp. You go into every single crypt you can find. Get all those. The mountains. I don't know. The mountains was kind of annoying because you need the fur coat immediately, right? But you have to make these frost potions at first. And I think the wolf hide armor. I have it over here, right? Yeah. No, that's iron scale. This one's wolf hide, right? The wolf hide armor will give you some resistance to cold also. So that might be worthwhile having a full set of that. I maxed out every single set of armor and every single weapon that I used. I didn't max out the sledge because I didn't like it, but for the most part, if I used it, I maxed it out, and that adds a lot of time to the amount of time it takes to play the game. And I kind of enjoy that grindy stuff, but a lot of it was unnecessary because you could skip stuff, and I didn't really know that at the time. Let's see here. Use boss powers. So you get, I didn't really use these early on, but if you get a boss power, you go put it on the stone, right? And you can go swap them out. There's one that lets you take less damage. One lets you have less stamina usage when you're jumping. And this one's, I think, run speed too. I'm not run speed, but less stamina while running. So, I mean, look how it's just lasting forever with my little almost default stamina pool at this point, because my food buffs are wearing off. I didn't use them as much as I thought I should, so definitely worth using. And then let's see what else. Food, very important. Always keep the best food you can make. If you can find the merchant early on, get the fishing pole and get the bait. I did a video on fishing and I was horrible at it, but I eventually figured it out, and you can catch this raw fish, which I know I have some. I thought I did anyway. I think I turned it all into fish wraps actually, but you can cook here. We'll cook one real quick. You can cook the fish, and it's actually decent food for a lower level. I don't know how early you can get a merchant, but he's always in the Black Forest, so you need to be at least Black Forest level, I would say. And then you might be able to find him if you're lucky. But it's not expensive. It's a few hundred gold, and you should be able to, if you're doing, there we go. If you're doing the, there you go, 45 hit points, 25 stamina. That was a phenomenal upgrade at the time. If you're doing the Black Forest, you should be able to get that much gold really easy. This one. So I was using a grilled neck, which is 35, 20, 2 hit points. And cooked meat was the other one, 40 hit points, 30. So the cooked fish is a good food to have. This is a mead that I made, but I never used, and it's one of the things I always complain about stamina regen, but this would I think this mead might help with that. Let's see if you can stack meads. I don't know if you can. Of course, I don't have any of them over here. There is one. So let's do that. Let's do poison and this one. Okay, so you can you can stack it, and it only lasts for 6 seconds. It looks like so. It doesn't really seem like it does that much, does it? 300% stamina regen, so it's not actually that. Oh jeez, we almost died. It doesn't feel like it's that great, but I never used it. Though, since it's that on that low of a cooldown, you could probably just make those and use those quite a bit if you wanted to. If you're having issues in fights, where is it? And it's just blueberries, raspberries, and honey. So that's the thing. Let's see what else. And I think the final thing is just enjoy the game. If you feel like you're grinding too much, try to get to the next thing as soon as possible. Don't worry about grinding stuff you're probably not gonna need, honestly. I spent way too much grinding iron, and I spent a lot of time on iron. I cleared so many tombs and crypts, like all the things over there, all the things up there. And then I think I went down here and did these ones. Those ones. And I started looking even for more. And inside of each crypt is the iron scraps, right? And you gotta mine all those out. I think at one point in time I had like 3 iron pickaxes. And I was just like... just going and mining, filling up a boat. And filling up another boat. Filling up a boat and just sailing the boats back, dropping everything off, breaking the boat because I don't sail them back once I have a portal. You just break the boat, rebuild the boat there, and then sail another one back. And then I think I have 3 of the big boats all around the world right now at random places, and I just take portals back. And I have a portal to pretty much every island I've gone to, and then strategic places, and it's every boss, I think. Like my first house, the swamp, motor, trader, plains, and then the plains boss. You know, portals are very useful. They save a lot of time. There's one for bone mass, and there's another one for elder. Random mountains, random starting stone area, and it just makes it easier to have portals and just enjoy it. I mean, this game is really fun. I'm hoping they really add more to it. Maybe a few more bosses or something. I don't know what they're going to do, but they made a lot of money, so hopefully they kind of do a Minecraft kind of thing with it and keep adding on to it and see where it goes. But that's all the idea of the things I wish I had known at the time. There's probably more, but it's hard to say at this point. I like this helmet here better than anything else because it lights everything up and you don't have to carry a torch. And I'm lazy, so that is kind of my modus or modus operandi or whatever. I'm lazy and I like to do whatever I can to make things easier for me. So, but yeah, that's it. So thank you for watching and have a great day.